The Fortnite weather update is right around the corner. With it comes tornadoes, lightning, and all other types of inclement weather. But there's more to come. Let's break down 25 updates coming in 2022, starting with the Cobra Kai Fortnite collab. Yeah, it looks like the first collaboration of the year has already been leaked, and it'll be with Netflix's show Cobra Kai. It'll be getting a 4th season that releases on December 31st, which is probably also going to be the day the collab drops. And we also know what to expect once Cobra Kai takes over the item shop in the new year. Leakers have already found 3 upcoming sprays that'll be available in the shop, and fans of the show are gonna love these. There are also rumors that we might get a Cobra Kai inspired skin, but those have yet to be leaked. But something that everyone's excited about are tornadoes in the rest of the weather update. You might have logged into Chapter 3 when everybody was talking about it and watched that mind-blowing Battle Pass trailer. There was a lot in there that explained what was new this season, but there was one thing that really grabbed our attention: tornadoes. And then when we all logged into the game for the first time, they were nowhere to be found. Well, it turns out we won't have to wait much longer because tornadoes have finally been added into the files and are ready to release within the next few weeks. Some leakers have actually been able to hack it into the game and unlock the tornado feature early, and they look game-changing. They're going to be amazing for mobility, but also flipping an entire match on its head. They'll be joined by the new weather mechanic that will mean you can get randomly struck by lightning in a game. It'll make you run faster, but also set the area on fire. And I'm not even kidding, it'll also start forest fire, so it sounds incredible, but not as intriguing as the Build Wrecker weapon. Yes, there's a leak weapon that comes out in 2022, and it's getting everyone talking. There's no name for it, and we don't even know what it's gonna look like, but leakers have figured out that there will be a pistol-type weapon that shreds through builds. It's apparently very in the works and unfinished, but right now it's gonna only fire 1 shot every 2 seconds. But here's the kicker: it does 400 damage per hit to builds. So it looks like this is gonna be a noob's best friend. But another thing we were all shocked about were the drivable forklifts. Yeah, it looks like Chapter 3 is gonna be full of odd surprises next year, starting with an upcoming vehicle that will literally be a forklift. It'll come in 2 colors, orange and yellow, and well, I mean, it's a forklift. It's pretty self-explanatory. Maybe it'll have some good use to it, or maybe it'll be a really cool vehicle to mess around with. I don't know. But another thing every player is excited about are all the upcoming POIs. Recently, Fortnite has been teasing upcoming POIs in the background of loading screens, and nobody's realized. It started a few weeks ago when Epic Games teased the sliding mechanic in an FNCS loading screen, and in the background, you were able to spot an unreleased POI that actually isn't on the Chapter 3 map yet. And then even more recently, Boba Fett released in the item shop and got his own loading screen to go with the set. In this loading screen, you can look in the background and spot an entirely new POI that we have never seen before. For Star Wars fans, you'll notice that this is actually a POI that pays homage to Jabba's palace from the movies. Now, whether either of these loading screens actually have POIs that are coming soon, we'll find out in the new year. Either way, I cannot wait. But 2022 is going to give us a ton of great content from day one, like the Winter Sloan skin. On the very first day of January, we will get 2022's first crew pack skin, and it's already been revealed. Say hello to Snow Stealth Sloan, a winter-themed version of Dr. Sloan who will be making her way to the island exclusively in the crew. This is not only a great way for people to get Sloan if they missed out on the Season 7 Battle Pass, but she's also the best person to kickstart the year with, considering how important she has been. But another update we of course can't forget about is Buttercake, the rideable dinosaur. If you looked at the Chapter 3 trailer, or the Season 1 cover art, or the in-game breathing pile of snow, or the Boba Fett loading screen, then yes, you've seen Buttercake. It is the worst kept secret in the entire chapter so far, so it's no surprise when I let you know Buttercake will be arriving in the next few weeks. Yeah, he's gonna have a blowhole that shoots us in the air like a geyser and also might even be rideable. Buttercake may also come out with an upcoming item called the Saddler that lets us ride any wildlife that we want, so getting around on a wolf, no problem. Or how about boars? Well, yes, those too. Anyways, if it's league weapons you want, let's go over all of the upcoming mythics. Currently in Chapter 3, there aren't many mythics out there, but that's going to change in 2022, as Epic are apparently working on mythic versions of every single weapon in the game right now. We'll be treated to a mythic striker pump shotgun and sidearm pistol in the future, with the mythic striker pump finally giving us the shoddy we needed this season. Then we'll also get a mythic auto shotgun, which will do a whopping 97 damage if all of your pellets hit a player. There are also plans for a mythic ranger AR and even a bolt-action hunter sniper rifle. We're hoping the game is going to feel super fresh once these drop, but everyone is more focused on the insane leaked skins. Okay, just as Chapter 3 began, Epic Games accidentally leaked a ton of upcoming skins in a survey they sent out, and there are some crazy outfits on here that could determine the future of the season. To start with, the Origin, a new member of the Seven, has been revealed, and he looked absolutely incredible. And then as we move through the survey, you can actually spot familiar faces like Midas, who'll be getting a cyberpunk-style design in the future. There's even a skin on the survey that looks like it could be a possible Nintendo Switch exclusive crossover, and it wouldn't shock me in the slightest. There have been a few exclusive exclusive Switch skins already, so it's not entirely out of the question. And so with all of these leaked skins distracting us, no one's talking about the blimp vehicle. It turns out forklifts and Star Wars outfits aren't the only fun we're gonna have this season, as Epic is working on an upcoming vehicle that'll blow everything else out of the water. Soon this season, we'll be able to fly around in a blimp. We'll be scouting enemies from the skies and providing help to our teammates, which sounds awesome. I just really hope that we're gonna be able to drive it. Another thing everyone's been waiting for is Tilted Towers. If you thought that Buttercake was a horribly kept secret, then it has nothing on OG Tilted returning. In the next few weeks, the snow on the island is expected to melt and reveal the return of Tilted Towers. It is currently encased in ice, but not for long. You can even spot it in the Battle Pass loading screen. I mean, seriously, Epic are just not great at keeping a secret. You might still be surprised to hear about all of the new items, though. Believe it or not, Chapter 3's new loot pool is going to be expanded soon, and there's some extremely unique items waiting for us once that happens. It'll start with a brand new consumable called the Pizza Box, where we'll be running around holding the box and actually throwing slices of pizza at people. It sounds like my kind of party. But it looks like we're gonna have to wait until next year to try this one out for ourselves. It'll be joined by the return of the flare gun, though. Yeah, finally flare guns will be coming back to Fortnite at the same time as OG Tilted, so get ready for a nice old hit of nostalgia once that happens. And while that's exciting, flare guns are just the tip of the iceberg. We'll also be getting 2 new shield-themed items. The first is the shield keg, and this thing could be spotted in the Chapter 3 trailer. It was also leaked by Epic themselves on day 1 of the season when they accidentally enabled it in creative. And the second is the shield ore, which looks like it's gonna be a robot that literally follows you around and creates a bubble of healing. Okay, now that sounds revolutionary, but it's left up to our imagination for now as we sit here and wait for 2022 to come around so we could use it. Something that will turn Chapter 3 on its head, though, is the IO's return. So we're weeks into Chapter 3, and there's one completely unanswered question lurking on the back of everyone's minds. Where is the Imagined Order? They played such a big part in Chapter 2 and are now absolutely nowhere to be found. Well, it turns out that the IO will indeed be making their way back onto the island in the new year, and they won't be doing it quietly. Soon, drill sites will appear on the map with IO camps set up near them. We'll get IO launch pads back, IO cars, and even a brand new drill vehicle. Whether or not they'll be drivable, it's just a matter of time, just like Creative 2.0. Yet another huge Fortnite mystery was the existence of Fortnite Creative 2.0. It has been a topic since Chapter 2 began, and we have been patiently waiting ever since. It is basically going to be the next era of Fortnite, where modding will be enabled and the game will turn from Battle Royale into a full-on platform like Roblox or Minecraft. It was promised to us this year, and it just never came. But luckily, Tim Sweeney, the CEO of Epic Games, recently confirmed that we should expect to see the first version of modding to release midway through 2022, so get ready. But speaking of other Fortnite modes coming this year, that brings us to Fortnite Among Us collab. Yeah, it turns out Cobra Kai and The Matrix aren't the only random collabs happening lately, because we're still waiting on the confirmed crossover between Fortnite and Among Us. Back when Epic released the Imposters mode and straight up ripped off Among Us, Innersloth weren't exactly happy with it. Luckily, both companies worked out a deal, and now we've got a crossover in the works. But it's been a long time since they announced that, and we have yet to see it. Based on all the timing, this crossover has a 90% chance of happening in 2022, so if you still play Among Us or just want to see the collab happen, well, you won't be waiting much longer. And next year will also give us the throwing axe. Something that has been driving everyone crazy has been the existence of a weapon called the throwing axe. Leakers originally found a blank item in the files a few months ago, but dismissed it as a test weapon that eventually became the paper bomb kunai. But just recently, the throwing axe was updated and actually had a model, and this is what it looked like. And well, it turns out you could even spot the throwing axe during the Chapter 2 finale event, which almost nobody noticed. So with the axe being teased by Epic and existing in the files, it looks like we could get it in the next year. It'll simply be a weapon we could throw and catch, and with the web slingers and sliding already in the game, it's not exactly the worst idea. And that is everything you should expect for Fortnite as we go into 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.